Hello, guys. Welcome back to our ENY channel, and I'm Yohit.
I'm Emma.
So, we just finished watching The Magic Faraway Tree. So, The Magic Faraway Tree is about a modern family relocates to the countryside where the children discover a magical tree with eccentric residents. They're transported to fantastical lands, rekindling their family bond through adventures.
So this movie is pretty straightforward. It's a children's fantasy movie, and you've got the two parents played by Andrew Garfield and Claire Foy, and they're trying to make sure that their kids feel whimsical, even though they're now in the countryside, essentially unemployed, and it's the typical kids who are so used to the amenities of city life, and so now they're annoyed that they don't have those things like an iPad, what have you. And then they explore into the forest that's behind their house, and their eyes are opened up to magic and fairies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's a very simple story, but it's always cute to see
Yeah.
how they show kids exploring magic lands and things like that.
Yeah.
I think one element that I found to be particularly beautiful is similar to movies like Peter Pan, where you are talking about the whimsy and the magic that children experience simply because children are they act like sponges, right? They kind of accept things in and they take things in regardless of whether or not it seems like that should be realistic. And when they first meet the magical creatures are a bit aloof with them because time and time and again they've experienced meeting and making friends with kids, and then as time goes on, eventually those kids don't return because they've now, I guess, grown up, they've forgotten about magic, and they just forget about them. Uh, and I think what's so beautiful is that the parents haven't really lost their whimsy. And so, despite the fact that maybe these parents, aren't don't see the magic that like themselves, they create the magic in the energy that they put out.
Yeah.
And to the kids, maybe it seems annoying at the beginning, but I think towards the end they also see it because they have experienced it in real life.
So one of the positive part about this movie is the family bonding in this movie, like how Andrew Garfield and how he treats his wife and the kids, and he's really supportive to the family, and he's so patient, and he's like he wants to give his best for his kids. Like, even though they stay in a countryside, they don't have electricity, they don't have Wi-Fi, they don't have any water facilities or anything. So as a parents, they have to fulfill the responsibilities, so they work together, each other, and they kind of develop everything, and they have one dream of doing this Italian sauce. So they grew some farms, and it's so beautiful to watch those scenes for me.
I think for me, a lot of the comedy fell flat. I know that they're catering to children, so sometimes the physical comedy can be over the top because that's what sometimes gets kids laughing and stuff like that. And as an adult, or maybe it was just my mood when I was watching it, I didn't always find the delivery of these comedic scenes to be particularly funny.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier about like I feel like there are definitely movies that are made for kids but that adults enjoy as well. I mean, the closest that I can think to like a comparison would be like the Sheep Detectives that came out earlier this
Yeah.
year. I personally loved it. When I went and saw it, I went like our entire friend group were all adults and we all loved it. And so I feel like that was a movie that you could be young, old, whatever,
Yeah.
and you were going to get something out of it. Whereas I feel like I didn't really get have the same reaction to this movie. While I can totally see the beauty in what it was trying to convey in terms of the story or the moral of the story, um, even though I could sense that, I didn't really like
Couldn't connect to
I
it.
couldn't connect to it
Mm.
myself. You know, I feel like there's other movies that portray the same message in a better way.
I mean, you feel like it's little artificial.
Maybe a little artificial, and maybe it's just not meant for our age group. Maybe it really is supposed to be a pure children's movie, and
Yeah.
if so, that's great. I also know that apparently this is adapted from a book, so I'd be curious to see like what the age range for this book is too, because if at the end of the day it's supposed to be for kids that are 12 and under or whatever, I can totally understand why this wouldn't be appealing to someone who's an adult, much less adults who don't have children to be able to kind of share the experience with. So that's something that I would keep in mind for anyone who is thinking about going to see this. So I guess I'll lead this into our ratings. For me personally, I rated it a 2 out of 5. Yeah, I know. What about you?
Uh, as an adult, I would rate this movie like 3 out of 5. But if I were a kid, I might rate this movie as 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of theater worthy, I think it depends on whether or not you do have kids. If you
Yeah.
have kids, I think they would enjoy it. So
Yeah.
yeah, theater
It's theater
worthy.
worthy.
But if you're an adult, maybe this is one to just sit out, wait till it comes out on streaming services and watch it then.
Yeah.
All right, so we've reached the end of our review. If you have made it this far, drop a tomato in the comments section.
And thanks for watching our review. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel. And see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.